guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya, Sidegigcrafts. You guys, today we are going to be working on some Christmas watercolors. Now this is just practice. This is not a tutorial. I am not an expert. I'm just having some fun. So I hope that you will try getting out your watercolors and let's have some fun together. So been watching some tutorials about different techniques and different fun to have with watercolors, and I just thought I need to make some cards because or tag. I'm actually going to make some tags. I'm saying cards because that's what they were making. I want to make some tags. We're going to get some beautiful colors mixed up here. I don't know exactly what colors I'm mixing here, but I want to make some beautiful tags to go into some Christmas projects that I've been working on. I'm just going to kind of make a little, let's see, let's make, this is tough because tags go long, tags go, I'm sorry, I'm thinking, because I was thinking about shape there for a second, and I was thinking, why does this watercolor paper resist? Wonder why is this watercolor paper resisting? This is I'm using the wrong side. I'll check real quick. This is Strathmore watercolor paper, and am I using the wrong side of it? I don't think so. No, this is the right side. Well, we're going to play with that. We're going to play with that. And actually, I kind of like what it's doing there. Kind of interesting. We'll just add some color in there and make it unique, make it our own. And what I was thinking is making these like holly leaves. They don't need to be too drawn out and perfect, because again, this is just practice, and I think that the subtlety and the suggestion of holly leaves sometimes, and some of our the suggestion works real well sometimes too. So we'll just we'll touch some extra color in there. Gives it a kind of a rustic feel, doesn't it, sometimes, when we add. Hope you guys are doing great. Like I said, I am not, this is not a tutorial. This is just me playing, having some fun with some colors, because it's Watercolor Wednesday, and I wanted to do that. So I think I'm going to do some more down here. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to go ahead and make some, shoot, I was going to do some Christmas die cuts so that we could add them, and I forgot to do that. I probably have some nearby though that I could probably add on quickly once we're through. So I'm just using this angled brush here. I can't remember what it's called at the moment. Cat tongue, I think, or something like that. And just kind of forming these leaves. Again, nothing perfect here. Just kind of forming them, making that suggestion that these are holly leaves. And you know how I know they're holly leaves? Because I said so. When you create the art, you get to say what they are, whether they look like it or not. If I wanted to say this was a cat, it would be a cat, because you know why? Because I said it was a cat. It's not a cat though. They're holly leaves. And when I'm done, y'all will believe they're holly leaves, because we're not done yet. We can kind of use these colors and this paint to shape it. shape it a little differently if you want to. You can make it more precise. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just kind of playing with what the paper's doing for me. It's kind of resisting somehow, and I'm not sure how or why, but it's kind of cool. Okay, so we've got some leaves there. I'm not sure I like this one very well. Forgive my Band-Aid, guys, if you see that. When I was cutting these papers on my guillotine, I just tapped my finger against the back of the guillotine, the blade, and it just won't stop. It won't stop gushing. So I apologize. I did get a Band-Aid, hoping that would help. And it is. It's helping. Alright, so let's get out some red, some beautiful red, and I think I like the Crimson Lake color here. We're going to make some berries. Now, although I'm saying I'm not doing a tutorial, if you guys learned something from this, that's awesome. I hope you do. Because I learn watching other people's videos, whether they're tutorials or not. That's where I learn. So I hope you'll be able to pick up some valuable information that you can use. Get some inspiration or ideas. I know I'm using way too much water. I'm not used to this brush either. I'm going to try a different brush. I'm not a fan of that. It's so long. I feel like I don't have any control whatsoever. So let's try this brush. This one feels a little better in my hand. Might get me some different results, but it's okay to leave white spots too, since it's watercolor. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Just leave a little white there. There's usually 3 in a bunch. Ooh, that was dark. We'll share the wealth on that one. We'll even tap some of that color into this one. Let's pick up some of that water. If you get too much water, you can always dry your brush and go back. Pick some of that back up. I want to drop some of that darker color in there. That's beautiful. Nice and rich, just on the one side. Okay, we're not fussing too much with it, just let it do its thing. Even if your red kind of spreads into the leaves, that's cool too. Alright, what else can we do? Let's add some... That's the green color. Berries are usually on stems, right? So we'll just kind of tap that in there. And maybe we could put some pine needles behind it. Would that be too much? Might be a little bit much for me. We could do pine needles on the next one. Okay, so I think I'm going simple with this one, and I think we're practically... I feel like that needs some details in those leaves, though, don't you? Like, I feel like it's just not quite done. Let's drop some more color in there and see what happens. And kind of maybe shape them just a little more. And they probably should have a vein going through. So we'll do that. Clean up these lines just a little bit. Might have to wait on that vein because it's still pretty wet. Have you guys been practicing your watercolors? Hopefully. It's funny, this last one is the one that gets me the most. And that one needs a little more definition. Let's see here. Or at least that vein. I don't know if that turned out quite how I wanted it to, but we can always kind of blend it if not. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, eh. Maybe not, maybe a little more subtle. Alright, I'll stop messing with that one. I think that's going to be it for this one because I want to put a sentiment across it or on it or something, but that's good practice. And let's do one more. Where did I put the paper? I'd kind of like to do, where did I put it? I cut it and put it right here and said, hey, these are the ones I'm using. So I just put this down. Oh, I see. I have two just in case I mess one up. You never know. You just never know. All right, so this one, what should we do on this one? Let's do a Christmas bulb. Let's just do a big Christmas ball. And I think I just want to go I think I'm just going to make this paper wet in a circle. And I don't know how well that one went. But then we're going to use red again, because who doesn't love a red Christmas ball on their tree? I know it's my favorite. Look how it just spreads. I love that. That's the magic of watercolor right there in front of your face. Right there. The magic happens when you get that water going. And it just spreads. Isn't that incredible? And then if you keep dropping the color and you've got enough water in the middle, it will keep bleeding into the bulb, which is pretty cool. And if I was super smart, which I'm not, I would have put a spot in here to keep white, and I think we'll just leave that spot right there white because it looks like it's probably dry. And then we're just going to keep dropping this from the outside so that it keeps going in. Hopefully. Don't make a fibber out of me. We can drop more water in there. And it'll help play with the color and the lighting. It's probably not a very perfect circle, but it's not horrible. How's that? Alright, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to let it do its thing. But it needs to have, I want to put some like pine needles over the top of it, like a little bunch of flowers or something, or little greenery, little, you know what I'm talking about, you know. Let's put some little branches this way, maybe this way. I used a weird color there, didn't I? I used like a brown red. Let's see if we can switch it up. Nah, okay. Then we'll take some more green. We'll get some darker greens. We'll get plenty of it over here so I don't have to mix a new color, because I don't want to have to do that and get it all wrong. And then we'll get maybe some of that, brighten it up just a little, if that'll work. Maybe just a little, or a little bit of this. Ooh, I like that. That added to it. That's pretty nice. Okay, what if I added some of that too? Ooh. I love color mixing. I don't, you know, I couldn't teach you much about color theory, but I love mixing colors and seeing what I got. It's so much fun. Sometimes I get something I can use and sometimes I don't, and just try again, you know? I'm just kind of swooping this on here. Quick and easy. If you think about it too much, it looks perfect, and that's not going to be very realistic. Not that it's hyper realistic anyway, but you know, we want to try. At least be believable, right? I'm not doing that side by the bulb yet because I don't necessarily, well, I guess I don't really care if it goes in there. Here, let's start here at the end. this is cute. Okay. So again, it's not hyper realistic, but it's cute. Okay, I do want to put a cap on here, so I'm kind of saving a little bit of room there. And I'm hoping I can do that. This is a silver color. And we're going to add some other color to that tube to make it more something. I don't know what. Let's see. Let's use French gray. No. Ooh, that would be nice actually. We're going to add a little bit of indigo to that, just to I don't know if that helped or not. But that's what we did. Should we put some berries on this one too? Why not? Put some berries on there. Too much water again, didn't I? I am not good at making circles, am I? And I'm being very quiet. I apologize, you guys. My thoughts are all over the place as I'm trying to do this. Very quiet tonight. I was even debating, do I do a video today? I don't know. We had our corporate visitors today, and as far as I know, everything went really well. So that was nice. Glad it's over. Should we do a couple more down here? Let's do a couple more down here. And I actually pulled my back while we were working, so I kind of cut my day short. It was supposed to be my day off anyway, and so today's was completely overtime, so like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. You guys have enough people, we're good. So I came home and rested for a little bit. My back is feeling better. Sometimes it just kind of flares. Probably take some medication before I go to bed, and hopefully that'll help relax it even more, but I needed that break. Okay, so let's do, I think what I want to do, I feel like we should put some holly leaves in there anyway. I feel like it's not, let's see here, just some small ones. We'll do these a little more exact. Like a little bouquet kind of thing. Yeah, I like that. We'll do these this way. hopefully you guys can see. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not working off the glass here today. And let's do one more going this direction. And I'm going to add some darker, more saturated green into these a little bit. Make them stand out just a little more, hopefully. There we go. I like that. And then what I want to do for this one, and what I'll probably do, I think I'll do it for this one too. We're going to use a pen and we're going to outline this because I just like to. And then we're going to make the tags out of them real quick. I actually want this on. I'm going to use that trim. Okay, let me put my brushes away quick. It takes just a half a second. And then we're going to grab a pen that is right here. Figure out which one. Oh my gosh, you guys. So Chloe and I were talking about downstairs when they move out, they want to fix it up into a nice craft room for me. The reason I haven't used it as a craft room so much is because the lighting down there is very bad. It's not reliable. And the kids want to fix it up for me. And I am just over the moon with that. They're hoping that one day, you know, or assuming one day, which they're not wrong, that this will probably be, you know, partially their responsibility or something. And so they want to help fix it up. Isn't that sweet? So I'm so excited that they're going to help me with this. So we were talking about some different ideas for desks and, you know, built-ins and stuff like that. I mean, we're not rich by any means, and it's not going to be as fancy as some that you've seen, but I think it's going to be an amazing space. And I'm super excited to do that with them because, you know, it'll be something that we did together, and she's such an artist too that I know that if this is a space that she enjoys, she'll, you know, get to use it too. So I'm thrilled to death to be having those conversations with them. Now I think one of the reasons why this wasn't coming home for me, these paintings, is partially because of the pen. I love ink in with my paintings. To me, it kind of finishes it off. And I think that's partially why I was struggling with the design there. But I always feel like it's more complete this way. How are we doing here? Because I don't want to use my marker on wet paint because it'll ruin it. I'm just going to do this around this one. I love the imperfection of it. And then the leaves. This one's still wet, so I need to be careful. Just kind of go around it as if it's done. And then I want to do this. as a bow. And there we go. Okay, so there are my paintings. Now what are we going to do with that? Here's what we're going to do with that. I'm not necessarily done with the paint though, because we're going to, I think we may need it some more. However, the quarter rounder, which is right here on my desk, we're going to do this. Let's round these corners up. You don't have to do this, but this is just part of what I'm doing today. And then, now we could use some watercolor paint and distress the outsides of it. I'm hesitating to do that though. I think we're gonna do this way. The reason being, if I get that wet again, it could spread and make it weird. But ink is a little more controllable this way. I do want to make it a little bit, actually I should have used my scissors and distress the edges of this. Let's do that before we continue on. I think it'll work well with this paper. I'm going to try not to bend the paper that first time I hit it there, it bent it, but I'm going to try not to do that. I just want to scrape up the edges. And these days I will find the proper tool. It is here on my desk somewhere. But right now my desk is getting so full. All these projects we've been working on, they're still, you know, the remnants. And there's things I've been working on off camera. But this is where I work, so it's all right here. Been working with clay, and I want to sew. So I've been sewing some things. Been having all kinds of fun. Still need to get my thingies out, you guys. I'm so sorry if it's taking forever, it seems like. I haven't forgotten. I promise I haven't forgotten. I did get my winners packages out for the challenge we did. The most recent one. And so the 2 winners packages did go out. Now I just got to get my thank yous completed. They're half done. I love that. That looks so good. Now you could sew around these. That would be really pretty too, but I'm not doing that today because we're here. This is what we're doing. We're just working on the desk today. Then, so let's put that away. So it's off the desk. We're going to take one of these red pieces I cut out. I cut these out previously so that they would work, so we would be halfway there. But I'm going to round to these corners too, and actually I should probably, I'm not going to scissor the edges of these ones, but I am going to get that ink back out and distress the edges of these. This paper is actually from a 4th of July pack. But the red works really nicely for this, and so there we go. I don't think this is making much of a difference, but it is at least taking the white off the edges from the white core, so we'll accept that. At least we won't have that sticking out. Okay, there's that. I guess I'll leave that out because I'm probably going to need it again. And this is the actual tag that we're going to use. I am going to cut, actually I'm going to glue the paper on before we cut that. because I'll know a little better what shape to cut it. And of course. So I'm hoping after I make this video, I think I'm going to try making a miniature pie, you guys. And if it works, and I like it, then I will probably be making a miniature pie for Miniature Monday and show you guys how I made it. So that's something to look forward to. Hopefully it works out. I watched videos. It's worth a try. That's so cute. I love this. I love it. So we can actually, we can watercolor things for our journals too. And then this is the paper I wanted to add it to. I could potentially add it to this side. Nope. I like this side better for this. And I'm going to round these corners at the bottom. Just at the bottom. Oh, how tall is that? Well, I'm not going to have much room at the top to do much, am I? Anyway, so maybe I'll... Maybe I'll just round those too. Let's just do it. We'll just make, instead of a tag, we'll just make it into a journal card. We'll just, what's in a name? It's just what we call it, right? And then we can put a tab on the top instead of a ribbon or tassel. That would be cute too. And we'll just kind of place it in the middle then. There. And then this one needs to go on the red first. I still feel like this one needs something more. So, I'm looking around me, looking for some sentiments, some Christmas, Merry Christmas sentiments or something. I don't see any nearby. So let's look around, look around, look around. Could use a stamp, I suppose, but it's kind of hard on watercolor paper because it's toothy, so it doesn't press it down as well. But anyway, let's see if I've got some. I'm sure I do a couple pieces of scrap that I can make a little tab with. This would actually be perfect. So. I can't cut straight for nothing. Hopefully I won't chop my finger. We'll cut it at 1 inch. I've had way too many mishaps with that guillotine, I'll tell you what. Let's cut this in half. And I think we're going to just nip these corners off, just a little nip. And we can probably just use what's on here and do the same thing here. Now I think with one of these, I think with this one, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm just going to fold this in half. Put it on this way. I think I'll at least put it down to the red. There's bubbles in my glue. Okay, that's very cute. And then this one I think I'm going to put on this way. Why? I don't know. I can see it pulling out from a page this way. That's my thought. And I think what I'll do is I'll wait and put something there later on when I know a little bit more. Maybe what I'm going to be doing with it might be a better option. Shoot, I was going to use that trim. I still can. I have some trim sitting here, and I thought that would be really cute on these. Oops. I'm going to glue that. Still can. Still can. It's not over yet. Let's see what we can do with it. I have this trim. And I was thinking maybe we could add it. Is that too much going on? Probably should have added it here, huh? Instead of those. Or I could add it with it. I like that. We could do that. Let's do it. We'll just spruce it up just a little. And there's that one. And we'll put this one on this one. There. I think it would be super cute if I had a Jemmy to go there too, but I don't know. I don't know that I do. Do I, guys? Do I? I don't know. I guess for today I'm going to say I don't, but I might end up adding that eventually as well. So I think this is it for today, you guys. Let me know which one you like best in the comments below. Would you have done it differently? Any suggestions? Be nice. I hope you guys all have a great day. Had a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. Whenever you're watching this, I hope I'll see you in the next video. You guys, thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.